All right, so reveal season has officially started, and we have a couple cards here to go over. So we have Cannonmaster Smythe or Smythe, a 5-mana 4/4 Paladin legendary with the battle cry, transform your secrets into 3/3 soldiers. They transform back when they die. So if you play a secret and you play this card, it's going to turn into this Northwatch soldier here, and when it dies, it'll turn back into that secret. So this seems really cool, really flavorful. Maybe they're going to lean into the secret direction with Paladin. I don't really think that you want to run secrets in Paladin. If Desperate Measures was still in the set, this would be great. So maybe in Wild it'll see some action, but this is going to be rotating. We do have Avenge coming back, which is a great secret. Noble Sack, which is always a solid secret, and then we have Reckoning, which is a pretty good secret, I would say, but I don't think it warrants actually running these secrets in your deck. What's weak about Paladin secrets as opposed to Mage secrets, Hunter secrets, and even Rogue secrets is that they're 1-mana cards. So actually, you know, those taking up a slot in your deck, the payoff, it's not too powerful. So if there was a way to tutor out these secrets from your deck, maybe something like a Mysterious Challenger sort of effect, that would be really good. So maybe they bring some sort of Mysterious Challenger back for Paladin. That would make this card good. But I don't think you actually want to run secrets in your Paladin deck. I don't remember the last time Paladins actually ran a secret deck. They were trying to push secrets in Paladin for a while, and it just never happened. But there's that one Rider card which does pull a secret from your deck. Inconspicuous Rider, this thing. But playing a 3-mana 2/2 just to pull a 1-mana secret from your deck is not really worth it. So I think Paladin is going to need a class card that pulls more than one secret, or something like Desperate Measures, which can be recast, almost putting 2 1-mana secrets in your deck for just 1 card slot, if that makes sense. So Smythe is really cool. But Smithy could even be Smithy. I don't know. But yeah, this is I don't think this is gonna see play, honestly. Again, unless there is more secret support. So we'll have to revisit this card once we see the rest of the Paladin cards. If they do introduce either stronger secrets or a way to pull secrets out of your deck or generate random secrets, then this could be pretty fun. But imagine playing this and not having any secrets out. It's just gonna be so bad. 5-mana 4/4, not good. Kazakus Golem Shaper, a 4-mana 3/3 neutral legendary. Kazakus is back, was a really fun card in the past, and this one I think is a little bit weaker. It's got the battle cry. If your deck has no 4-cost cards, build a custom golem. Now we don't know too much about these golems. We know there's a 1-cost, a 5-cost, and a 10-cost. And in the video they make this 5-mana 5/5 taunt battle cry, draw 2 cards. So it's probably going to be like the potions where you choose its cost, you choose an effect, and then you choose another effect. So maybe one's taunt, the other one, we don't know what it is. Maybe they got rush. Maybe there's a divine shield one, or like a lifesteal one, not too sure yet. And then the battle cry of draw 2 cards, there's probably going to be other effects, maybe getting random spells or something like that. We're not too sure at the moment. But this has such a huge deck building restriction, which is your deck needs to have no other 4-cost cards. Now, depending on the class that you're playing this in, that could be a big deal. Paladin often has really good 4-cost cards that you want. True Silver, Consecration, Blessing of Kings, stuff like that. And the strength of the 5-cost card really didn't seem that great to me. 5-mana 5/5 with taunt, draw 2. That's just kind of okay and doesn't really warrant this deck building restriction, I think, in most scenarios. So I don't think the greater golem that we saw is good enough to run Kazakus. Now, maybe once we see the other options, maybe it'll be worth. Rush is a lot more proactive than a taunt. So if there is a rush option that also draws 2, that would be a lot better. Or if there's one that deals damage, like the Kobold Lackey, that might be really good as well. But the one that we saw makes me a little bit worried about the viability of Kazakus, again, especially considering that deck building restriction where you can't have other 4-cost cards. Now we do have one more neutral legendary, I believe, that we will see. So hopefully, well, maybe it's going to be a card that makes this seem a little bit better because Kazakus has great flavor. But yeah, just worried that he's not going to see any play unless those other golems are better. I mean, of course, getting a lesser golem could be really good to fill your curve in a later turn, or maybe getting the superior golem could be super good as well, just as a huge threat late game. So there's some flexibility there, but again, such a huge restriction not being able to have no 4-cost cards. So next up we have Primordial Protector, an 8-mana 6/6 elemental with Battlecry. Draw your highest cost spell, summon a random minion with the same cost. This is a neutral epic card, and it's really good. I think people are mostly going to think of Spiteful Summoner here, 6-mana 4/4 that got nerfed to a 7-mana 4/4 because it was too good. But it revealed a card or a spell from your deck and it summoned a random minion with the same cost. So people would often just run 10-mana spells, play this on 6, maybe, coin it on 5, get a random 10 drop, and that was just insanely good. Now we have Primordial Protector, which is a little bit different because it actually draws the highest cost spell. And it also summons a random minion with that cost, but it costs a little bit more mana. It does have more stats, but the value of an expensive, random 10 drop, random 9 drop, 8 drop is much better on turn 5, turn 6 than it is on turn 8, right? You could Lightning Bloom this out, and that's really cool. That's another thing. It draws your highest cost spell. It's a targeted draw, which is very good. You can run, Survival of the Fittest in addition to Lightning Blooms because it doesn't matter. It's going to draw your Survival of the Fittest. Now, one of the craziest things I think for this card so far is, I think it's going to possibly enable an Elemental Mage. Being able to play this and have Grand Finale as your most expensive mage card is going to be really solid because you play this on turn 8, maybe even earlier if you have a Mana Biscuit or if you coin it out, which is going to play an Elemental, summon a random 8 drop. Here's Grand Finale, just because not a lot of people play this. Maybe you don't know what it is. So it summons an 8/8 for each elemental. You repeat it for each elemental you played last turn, which means this will guarantee you at least get 2 8/8s. So you play this on 8, it's going to pull the Grand Finale, which is going to summon a random 8 drop. Then maybe your opponent deals with that board, or maybe they can't. And then you follow it up with actually playing the Grand Finale because it does pull the Grand Finale. So that seems like a really cool synergy. Any class with big expensive cards that are especially like board centric, like Survival of the Fittest, is going to be really insane with this. I think being able to reliably not only pull that Survival of the Fittest, but summoning a random 10 drop, super good. And then if your opponent can't deal with this, you buff these minions with the Survival of the Fittest. So seems really good. And I think this card has a lot more potential. I actually like it a lot more than Kazakus. If I'm giving star ratings, I would give Kazakus like a 3 maybe at the moment. It's hard to guess again, or gauge or judge or whatever, because we don't know really what you can do to these golems. But this card seems really solid. Coming down on turn 8 is weaker than turn 6, and maybe there's going to be a lot more removal introduced into the game. But being able to cheese this early on with a Lightning Bloom, I feel like it might be something a bit frustrating. Just seeing shamans and druids, Shaman might run a Tidal Wave or another big spell that comes out, and we'll also have to keep our eye on big spells that are revealed from this set because we really haven't seen that many cards, and any big spell is going to make Primordial Protector seem like an even better inclusion. Yeah, personally most excited about Elemental Mage, but I do see this in Shaman and Druid just because of Lightning Bloom. But that's about it. I don't think they've revealed any other cards yet. So I would give Smithy maybe like a 2 out of 5, the Primordial Protector a 4 out of 5, and Kazakus also a 2 out of 5, while keeping in mind we don't really know secrets. This greatly relies, the power of this on secrets, and this on the power of the other customization options of the golems, because we don't know that. Let me know what you think of these cards in the comments, and yeah, good luck on ladder and stay hydrated.